Cities, caves, and tunnels lie beneath our feet, hidden worlds carved by nature and by human hands. Today on Should I Go, we descend into the darkness to uncover 8 hidden underground worlds. From forgotten subway stations to the largest cave on Earth, these places reveal our planet's mysteries and mankind's ingenuity. Stick around to the end and discover which subterranean wonder is the most mind-blowing. Then tell us if you dare to go there. Our countdown begins beneath the bustling streets of Manhattan. When New York City opened its first subway in 1904, the showpiece was a station unlike any other. Curved tracks, vaulted Guastavino tiles, skylights, and brass chandeliers gave the City Hall station an elegance more reminiscent of a European cathedral than a train stop. Architects George Hines and Christopher Lafarge designed the Romanesque arches and colorful glass tiles, while Raphael Guastavino's craftsmen created the luminous herringbone vaults. The station symbolized New York's arrival as a world city, but progress outpaced beauty. The station's short, curved platform could not accommodate the longer, straighter trains introduced in the 1940s, so it was closed to the public in 1945. Today it serves as a turning loop, hidden in darkness under City Hall Park. Occasionally, lucky visitors on a special tour catch a glimpse of its chandeliers and skylights, illuminating dust motes frozen in time. Imagine stepping into that time capsule, hearing the whisper of history in the tiled walls. If you're ever on the number 6 train, stay on for one extra loop and watch the past reveal itself. When winter descends on Montreal, residents retreat into a world where snow and ice just can't reach. Beneath downtown, a 32-kilometer network of tunnels and shopping arcades links metro stations to offices, universities, hotels, and plazas. Locals call it RÉSO, the underground city. Conceived in the 1950s alongside the metro system, it now hosts 183 million visitors each year and contains around 12% of the city's shops. Walking through RÉSO, you feel like you're in a brightly lit mall. Wide corridors are lined with boutiques, cafes, and art installations, offering refuge from summer heat and brutal winter cold. This subterranean labyrinth proves that not all hidden worlds are gloomy. Instead, it is a vibrant network buzzing with life, a testament to human adaptation in a harsh climate. Would you explore this maze, or would you miss the sun above? In the remote outback of South Australia lies a town that looks like a lunar landscape. The desert around Coober Pedy is riddled with opal mines and spoil piles. Here, summer temperatures soar above 40 degrees Celsius, sometimes even 50, and humidity is practically non-existent. To escape the punishing heat, more than half the town's residents live underground. These subterranean homes, called dugouts, are carved into hillsides and abandoned mine shafts. Inside, temperatures remain constant without air conditioning. A typical 3-bedroom cave house costs about the same to excavate as a surface home, but delivers natural insulation from the desert sun. Churches, art galleries, bookshops, and even a swimming pool have been hewn from the rock. The people of Coober Pedy turned adversity into innovation, building an entire community beneath the ground. It's one of the few places on Earth where you can attend a church service in a cave, then play a round of golf on a course covered with black slag. Just outside Krakow lies a kingdom made entirely of salt. Wieliczka Salt Mine, one of the world's oldest operating salt mines, descends 327 meters underground and stretches more than 287 kilometers horizontally. Its rock salt is gray, not white, glistening like marble in the dim light. Only 3.5 kilometers, about 2% of the mine, are open to visitors, yet this small portion contains a labyrinth of chambers, chapels, and statues. In the shafts, miners over the centuries carved everything from chandeliers to altars to life-size sculptures, all from salt. There's an underground lake reflecting carved saints and kings, and a cathedral where weddings still take place. Walking through these corridors, you feel as though you're traversing a subterranean castle carved out of crystal. The mine is recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, not only for its historical significance, but for the artistry preserved beneath the earth. Would you venture into the depths to see a cathedral made of salt? Beneath the Chihuahua Desert in Mexico lies a cavern straight out of a fantasy novel. In the year 2000, miners drilling a new tunnel in the Naica mine broke into a chamber lined with enormous selenite crystals, some over 11 meters long and weighing 12 tons. The Cave of the Crystals is about 109 meters long and sits roughly 300 meters underground. Inside, temperatures can reach 58 degrees Celsius, with humidity up to 99%, making it deadly without special suits and oxygen systems. These conditions remain stable for hundreds of thousands of years, allowing gypsum crystals to grow to monstrous size. For a brief period, scientists could explore the chamber using ice-cooled suits to study how life might adapt in extreme conditions. They found microbial life inside fluid inclusions, trapped for tens of thousands of years. The cave is now reflooded for preservation, but its discovery reminds us that beneath our feet, nature constructs wonders beyond imagination. Would you brave a sauna of 58 degrees to see crystals taller than a giraffe? Under the romantic boulevards of Paris lies a grim reminder of the city's past. During the late 18th century, old limestone quarries beneath the city began collapsing, causing sinkholes and devouring houses. At the same time, overcrowded cemeteries spilled over, creating foul smells and health hazards. To solve both crises, King Louis XVI ordered the Inspection Générale des Carrières to map and reinforce the quarries and to transfer human remains into them. From 1786 onward, nighttime processions carried wagon loads of bones into the labyrinth, where workers stacked skulls and femurs into decorative walls. Today, the Paris catacombs stretch roughly 20 meters underground, forming a network of tunnels lined with the remains of more than 6 million Parisians. Lanterns cast long shadows over neatly stacked bones arranged into hearts, crosses, and pillars. The space is haunting yet oddly peaceful, a memorial and a warning about life above. Only a small portion is open legally to tourists. The rest invites urban legends of secret societies and underground raves. The catacombs remind us that even the City of Light has a dark underbelly. In the volcanic heartland of Cappadocia, Turkey, eroded fairy chimneys dot the landscape. Beneath them lies an astonishing secret. Derinkuyu, meaning deep well, is a multi-level underground city carved into soft volcanic tuff. It extends about 85 meters deep and at its peak could shelter 20,000 people along with their livestock and grain. Archaeologists believe the Phrygians began digging as early as the 8th or 7th century BCE. The Byzantines later expanded it into a refuge during Arab-Byzantine wars. Descending narrow shafts, you pass through 18 levels of living quarters, kitchens, wine presses, stables, and communal rooms. Rolling stone doors the size of millstones could seal passages from within to thwart invaders. At the deepest level sits a church with rock-cut benches and an altar. Air shafts and wells provided ventilation and water, while hidden tunnels up to 8 or 9 kilometers long linked Derinkuyu to other underground cities. Standing in these claustrophobic corridors, you can almost hear voices from centuries past, huddled in darkness as armies raged overhead. Derinkuyu demonstrates human ingenuity in transforming geology into sanctuary. Deep within Phong Nha Ca Bang National Park in central Vietnam, hidden in dense jungle, lies the largest cave passage on Earth. Hang Sơn Đoòng, Mountain River Cave, is so immense that its main tunnel stretches more than 5 kilometers long, stands over 200 meters high and 150 meters wide, and runs nearly 9 kilometers in total. If you could lift the roof, a New York City block or a Boeing 747 could sit inside without touching the sides. 500,000 years ago, sections of the ceiling collapsed, creating dolines, openings where sunlight pours in. Beneath these skylights, a primeval jungle flourishes known as the Garden of Edam, with trees over 40 meters high and at least 200 plant species. Fog drifts through the cavern as clouds form their own weather system. Stalagmites rise like skyscrapers, some reaching 80 meters tall. Explorers have discovered fish with no eyes or pigment, adapted to eternal darkness. The cave's scale defies comprehension, reminding us how little we know about the hidden landscapes inside our planet. Access to Sơn Đoòng is heavily restricted to preserve its delicate ecosystem. Tourists on guided expeditions must traverse subterranean rivers, rappel down cliffs, and camp on sandy banks. At night, the stars above the dolines glitter while stalactites drip around you. It's as close as most of us will ever get to visiting an alien world. Standing in that vast cavern with a jungle under a stone roof, you can't help but feel humbled by the power of nature. From opal miners sheltering from blistering heat to the Garden of Adam hidden inside a cave, these 8 underground worlds remind us that Earth holds secrets beneath the surface. Which one shocked you the most? Would you venture into the catacombs of Paris, or would you brave the sauna of Naica's crystals? Tell us in the comments which subterranean wonder tops your bucket list. If you enjoyed this journey into the depths, like this video, subscribe to Should I Go and ring the bell so you never miss another hidden adventure. Until next time, keep exploring. The world beneath your feet might just surprise you.